Hi, my name's Danny Fleming of the ME Properties Real Estate Team. The topic today is I've moved out. Can I turn off the heat? You might think that this is a silly question, and I'll explain why it's not a silly question. But no, you shouldn't turn off the heat. You should still have the home be able to be habitable. And by that I mean, you might want to turn down the heat to 60 degrees. It might be the middle of winter. You don't want your pipes to freeze because that's going to cause all sorts of issues when the buyers do walk through and the home has to be in its state that it was when the buyers bought the home, which is the water running, heat on, all of that. Now, if you've turned off the heat, the pipes could freeze. You need to turn them back on again, the heat on again. When they do walk through, you might burst pipes, all sorts of issues. Same thing with air conditioning, actually. You need to have the home in its state that it was when the buyers bought the home. Now, why do I say that this is a silly question? So I don't know whether you can tell, but my accent is Australian. I bought a home it was probably, it was 21 years ago when I first moved to the country. And in Australia, we typically don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. And when we go away on vacation, we turn off the heat or turn off the air conditioning. You turn all those sorts of things off. Well, I did that with my first home that I bought over here. I went to Australia for vacation, for a two-week vacation. Came back to find that it was during winter, came back to find that every pipe in the home was frozen. The toilet bowls were all frozen solid. Oh, what do I do? Luckily, I turned on the heat and everything came back, and I didn't burst any pipes whatsoever. I'm still staggered about that now. I learnt fairly quickly then that you don't turn off the heat when you go away. So you might be a seller like myself, a seller who's just come over. You've been here a couple of years and you're selling. Don't turn off the heat. And you've come from another country where that's not an issue. Same with air conditioning. I turned off the air conditioning once when I went away during summer. Got really hot. And the plastic stoppers that you have on cabinet doors that stop them slamming in, they all melted. My first days of my first couple of years of owning a home in this country were, this isn't something that we have to worry about where I've come from. But you need to keep the home in the same state that it was. Now, I have to tell you, after doing countless hundreds of inspections with buyers and things like this, I know all this stuff now. But back when I was brand new in the country, didn't know this. So don't change the home significantly enough that when the buyers come to do walkthrough, it's going to cause you an issue at walkthrough and then at closing. So don't turn off the heat. Don't turn off the air conditioning. You can bump them, as I say, your heat, you can bump it down to 60. Your air conditioning, you can bump it up to 75 or 80. Just don't turn it off, any of those things off. Anyway, I hope this is, I don't know whether I should have even told you that story about me freezing my pipes and melting all the things in the cabinets, but that's okay. It was down in DC, nothing to do with up here. So if you want to talk about anything and tell me your funny stories of when you didn't know as well, I'd love to hear from them. My information's following, and I hope you have a great day.